So coming to the next term, the topic of inflation is disinflation. So let us try to understand this word disinflation, right? So disinflation denotes decrease in rate of inflation. It denotes a decrease in rate of inflation. That is, it denotes a decrease in rate of increases. It is rate of increase in prices. Rate of increase in prices, right? That is what disinflation. So if you take inflation, what is inflation? Inflation denotes increase in prices, right? But here disinflation denotes a situation where the rate of inflation, right, coming down. Say for example, right, let me take in the month of March, the rate of inflation is 15%, right? In April, think that the inflation has come down to 12%. In May, the rate of inflation has come down to say 13%, right? So when compared to April, when compared to March, there is a fall in what you call inflation, right? But when compared to April, the prices got increased in May, right? So but when compared to March, if you take this March as the base period or reference period, so when compared to March, there is a decrease in prices, right? This is a situation of disinflation. It is a situation of disinflation, right? Alright. So it denotes a decrease in the decrease in the rate of increase in prices, right? Say let me take the same months, that is in March, April and May, alright? So let me take the example of price of onions, because onions being a common good and you see a volatility in the price of these onions, right? So in the vegetables, think that the price of kg onion is 20 rupees in the month of March. In April it got increased to 60, and in May it got increased to, it has come down to 50 rupees, alright? So this is how the price of onions got changed. So in March it is 20 rupees, in April it is 60 rupees, in May it is 50 rupees. That means overallly when we compare the price of what you call onions from March to May, there is increase in prices. There is a steady increase. There is a rise in prices. So from March to May, it is a rise in prices. So, but from April to May, there is fall in prices. And if you take this fall in prices, that is, if you take the rate of reduction in prices, it is slower when compared to it is slower. If you take this rate of increase in prices, it is slower when we compare April to March and from May to March. That is, when we compare this prices, the rate of increase in prices, alright, it was 40 rupees between March to April, but the rate of increase when compared to March, the rise in prices in May is only 30 rupees. So here it is 40 rupees increase and here it is 30 rupees increase when compared to the base period, alright. So that means what? The rate of increase has come down. So this is a situation of disinflation. So disinflation denotes, right, a decrease in the rate of increase in prices. So there is a price rise, but the rate of price rise is slower when compared to the previous period. In previous period it was 40 rupees and in the present period it is 30 rupees. Alright. So there is a change in the rate of increase. The change in the rate of increase. Alright. So disinflation. So disinflation denotes a situation of decrease in the rate of increase in prices, or fall in the rate of increase in prices when compared to the reference period, right? So it is normally a temporary phenomena. It is simply treated as a temporary slowdown, right? It is simply treated as a temporary slowdown in the prices. So because when there is an increase in prices, right, enough steps are taken by the government of India to control the price rise. So in this process we see, right, the prices of goods and services coming down, right, to certain extent, but when compared to the reference period, the prices are normally higher. All right. So this situation is called as disinflation. All right. So inflation is increase in prices, deflation is decrease in the rate of inflation. Simple way of remembering is it is decrease in the rate of inflation, right? Coming to the next term, it is deflation. All right. So deflation denotes fall in the prices of goods and services. It is fall in prices of goods and services. A continuous fall in the price of goods and services. So there can be different reasons for this fall in the price of goods and services. Say for example, the first reason is, the main reason is lack of demand. When there is no lack of demand, that is when the aggregate demand comes down. When the aggregate demand comes down, obviously there will be fall in price of goods and services. So what could be the reasons? If you take the reasons behind fall in demand, is there can be different reasons. Say for example, when there is no adequate money supply in the market, or when there is no adequate credit flow in the market. This can be a reason. Higher levels of unemployment. Even when there is higher levels of unemployment, there will be a fall in the levels of income, which may lead to reduction in demand. If you take, there can be another reason. Say for example, when there is increased productivity, that is the production is more than demand. When there is increased productivity, obviously this will also lead to fall in the prices of goods and services. Increased productivity. Next one, even when the purchasing power increases, even when there is increase in purchasing power, so it may lead to what you call it may lead to decreased prices, so deflation. So deflation can be because of different reasons, Say, let me give one example. Let me take the example, the same example of onions, that is in the month of March. Let the price of these onions be 20 rupees. In the month of April, think that the price have come down to 15 rupees, and in the month of May, the price have come down to 10 rupees. That means there is a continuous fall. There is a continuous fall in the prices of these goods. So this situation is called as deflation. And remember, deflation always denotes, deflation denotes an economic recession. It denotes a slowdown in the economy. So it is an indicator. It is an indicator of slowdown in economy. So it indicates a recession in the economy. That is what deflation is. So deflation is a negative sign. Deflation is a negative sign. So if you compare deflation and disinflation, if you take this disinflation, Alright. So let me compare this disinflation and deflation. Alright. Disinflation denotes decrease in the rate of increase. Decrease in rate of increase. Alright. So whereas deflation, it is decrease in the prices, fall in the prices. Alright. A continuous fall in the prices. Alright. So where the inflation may go beyond zero. It may go beyond zero. That means what? There can be a negative inflation. There can be a negative inflation. Whereas in disinflation, you don't see this, because there is an increase, there is a rise in prices, but the issue is, it is the rate of increase. The rate of increase is coming down. So we see increase in prices, but the rate of increase is slower. Alright, that is what disinflation is. Right. So disinflation denotes an inflationary trends, but the amount of rise in prices is slower. Whereas deflation, it denotes fall in prices. Simple way, in a single line, disinflation denotes increase in prices, deflation denotes fall in prices. Right. So this is what you should remember about disinflation and deflation.